I'm back out. That was a bummer. I've been here this is my first pass. Found 3 other broken ones besides that drill, and I just walked up on this, and I think the base is probably squared off. It may have been round and got a nick in it, but it's going to be a very big point anyway. You can see. Nice tip on it. It'll look good displayed. Take it. Keep on looking. See what else I can find. It's cold today. I believe it's going to be damaged. That was I didn't even see that one. Actually, I was over here. I picked one up right down in there. I seen this white. I was down in there, and I was up here cleaning this one off. Noticing after I picked it up, it's a complete artifact. It's a roughener cob. While I had the camera on, I looked over on this road, and there's that one right there, which I think's damaged too. Sorry, I can't get the camera. Just got to be looking, I reckon, myself. Anyway, it's been used. Just keep on looking. 2 at a time. Look what I just flipped out. Didn't get it on camera. I'll show you what I saw of it. I think it's going to be broke, but that's what I saw of it. And I wasn't sure that it was even flint because there's some black plastic in the field. So I just flipped it, and when I did, that's what. Ooh. Look at that. That's what popped out. Best point of the day, and didn't get it. I got it now, but I didn't get it then. But it's a killer little piece right there. I'm gonna look at it a minute, and I may call it, and I may not. But I really, really like that piece right there. It's gonna clean up really nice. Excellent. It's a day maker right there. I'll keep looking. I don't know if I'm even halfway or not. I may be halfway right down there. I don't know, somewhere's the edge of the field. I'm maybe halfway, but I've yet to make a pass without finding a piece. At least a piece. Well, let's keep looking. And that's a good looking sight right there. Just hoping for a tip for it. Something's holding it in the ground. We do know that. Look at the shoulders. We got 2 of them. Be a pretty pickwick for tips there, I believe. Come on, guys. Let's just hope for it. Come on. Come on. Just the very, very tips go. So much that can't say it's complete, but I'd argue with you as to whether or not they were using it like that. Same way with some drills that I've got. Not that I'm looking to argue with anybody, but I mean, you can't make me believe that they took that off a handle just because of that. I wonder how long that lasted when they made it, but I wished it was there, nevertheless. It's a good looking piece though. It's knifey. Alright. Take it. I done went and flipped up a pretty good artifact without thinking about it being much. That's what I've seen of it. It was surrounded by this mud clod. Look. A real nice tool or preform or something. I like the shape of it. Nice. That'd be a great skinner. Well, Awesome knife. But I found I don't know, just a ton of preforms here, and I may show them, to you guys that hadn't been sub too long. I've got a bunch from here that's they're 2 or 3 times bigger than that right there, longer and wider too, and that I made a table for. Most of you sub to my channel has been there any time, has seen them, but some of you probably hadn't. I'll show them at some point and let you see them. Anyway, keep looking. There's a pretty good little piece. It ain't got a pointed tip. It's got one of them kind of tips. It's rough. I'll look at them cleaned up after a while and see what they look like. Now there's another one. We're going to have to check it. It could be just sharpened off. I believe it is just sharpened off. Maybe on one side. Colony Elk River. It's ground right in there in the notches. Of course the base is squared off. The notches are ground. Clean it up after a while and look at it again later on. Well, you know that I have these. They're cool though. And this is a nice tool right here. It's just a flake of material. Dave, I'm sorry about that. I've worked an edge all over that one side. The other side's just a, you see it's just a flake of material. They turn one edge back on it. Made a knife out of that. I like that. That's pretty material too. Here's another. One YouTube subscriber asked me if that was Tyrone, and it could be. Either way, it's a. They use that more around here for the tools than anything else. This right here is just a preform that they didn't hardly get there. So I've got some rind on it. Looks like just a creek rock. Hold on just a second. Take care of that. Anyway, here's a nice tool. Dover. Scraping tool, I assume, or knife. And these are wannabes, which that's complete. That was a shame right there. It's corner notch. This is a Nadina just completely wore out. That blade was probably 3 times longer than the base at one time or more. They whittled her down. That was probably like a, I don't know, industrial type drill compared to these that are a little bit thinner. This one right here is made of that Tyrone material, if that's what it is. Tip's gone, base is gone, and the base is gone. Little on each one of these, don't know, you never know how much is gone, but probably wasn't much because some are about 2 inches long a piece. And drills aren't much longer than that anyway. Right here, that's got good work on it to be a tool of sorts. Anyway, show you these few pieces that I thought were better than the rest. I believe it's probably the Dana Robbins. Didn't find anything with, you know, that didn't have some kind of little something going on with it. Here's my Elk River. Had a video not long ago about that. These notches are ground. Of course, the base obviously is not. They made a lot of them on just the edge of the rock. Twisted so hard it wants to turn over when you lay it down. Anyway, there's the Elk River. This right here is probably another Dana Robbins of sorts. Material's nice in it though, two-tone. This right here is probably a bit, and this one rough material, but it's pretty material. It's just rough though. You can tell they had a rough time working it. Let's check it out. Calico colored. Like that. They probably did too. And here's one that's made out of the, I believe it's probably a Tyrone Pickwick. It's pretty material too. Like I said, everything I found today had a little bit of damage on it. You know, what are you going to do? You're going to take them and be thankful. That's what you're going to do. This right here, I never did call it in the field because I really wasn't quite sure. I mean, it took me off guard, but I found mottlings in the field, and I'm confident that's what that is, because whether they did it or whether something else did it, you can see that would have flared out. The base would have flared out. Both sides had a piece on it about like these barbs right here, except extending out that way on each side, and each one of them's gone. That could have been clipped intentionally, and then again it could have just got knocked off with the working of the ground. Can't really tell, but I believe it was a motley. I've found motleys in the field there before. I like it though. It's just jet black. Had a good time. Look, I mean, you've seen the brokes on my truck bed too. I meant let's see if I can do this. I was going to show you what I maybe plan on doing with that one, just to keep it with the other ones that I had found in the past, which dwarfs that one. That one's probably 4 inches. I like apples and bananas. Yeah. So here is all these. You either hadn't seen them, most of you have, but all these come from the Sidekick where I went today. Big preform. Only side I've ever found them like that on it. It's just like they worked bifaces and then they saved them until I guess they needed them. And that one's like 8 inches, 4 inches broad. That one's like 9 inches, I think, and 4.5 inches broad. And then all these are the hammerstones that I found there. Of course, them two are not. That's a Celt and a pestle, and a big hammerstone. Quartz. Probably ads of some sort. But anyway, this one will probably go right in there amidst those, because it's in the same category. But you can see how much bigger some of these are. You maybe can't, but anyway, take my word for it. Them right there, some of them like that right there and that right there, they're big as your hand. All right, just back up where you can see that. That's I made that, set it on top of that table so I can take that up and rearrange those any way I want to, because it doesn't have a bottom in it. The bottom end is the table. This just raises up. So I can change it out if I want to. Later.